Dean Stilley here from the official home of unofficial Grateful Dead music news, reporting on Dead & Company's summer tour. The band's at SPAC. So I'm fresh off a Geezer League softball game here. So I had a game first thing in the morning. I might still be sweating it out a little bit. Defensive masterpiece. I'm like Geezer League Altuve. You hit it in my direction, it doesn't matter how hard you hit it. Chances are I'm going to scoop it up. You're going nowhere but the bench. You're out of there. Anyway, we won big today. Good game. I think I had 4 RBIs. It was a good way to get the morning started. Nobody cares, nor should you. So let's just get it underway. We're here for Dead & Company. We get it underway. The band opens up with a shakedown. The first thing you're going to notice, Weir's in short shorts. We saw this coming. It's in North Carolina. He's wearing my 9-year-old sweatpants, and things have been getting progressively shorter. So here we are, 6-7 shows in, and he's in short shorts, and he looks good. There's no problems. Doesn't have elephant knees or anything. So he's wearing them well. At this rate, by the time we get to Wrigley, he might just be in a thong. I mean, this could get very European. You never can tell. So Mickey, he figured, since I sleep most of the show, I think I'll just show up in my fucking pajamas, and that's what he did. So anyway, not that any of that matters. It just may be fun to talk about. So as a shakedown was, that was kind of like the roads getting in and out of SPAC. Everything moving very slow. Once I adapted to the velocity or lack thereof, I kind of enjoyed it. I thought had some funky moments, not too bad, no problems there. Bertha gets started. Bertha was packing some power. During Bertha, they're showing the crowd shots. Everybody is high-stepping in that place. That is a bunch of people having the time of their lives, big smiles, and everybody breaking it down there inside of SPAC. That's a good time. Weir there, he's throwing chords. When Weir's throwing chords, we're having a good time, and so there was a whole lot of that going on. This was a good time. So after learning how to end it, they forgot how to end it. It's a lot of Eddie Morris to the point where it got awkward and uncomfortable, and they learned how to end it, they forgot how to end it. Anyway. Peggy-O's up next. He's singing Peggy-O. I'm going for pizza. So I didn't see what was going on, but I could hear it. That seemed like it was just fine. Peggy-O's faster than Shakedown. Imagine that. Me and My Uncle's up next. Me and My Uncle, Mayor clears the way for Weir to take a guitar solo. But that's all I'm going to say about that. So once Jeff gets to his part, turns the volume up on the whole experience, and as everybody kind of catches on, Mayor, he's over there smiling to himself. I think he's listening to Kreutzmann and Bluegrass Bieber from Hawaii on the headphones, maybe. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what he's got on there. So They Love Each Other's up next, an example of a slow song that can be very interesting and have a lot of snap nonetheless, and I thought it did. I enjoyed it. West LA up next. Now this is Demerol and Company, Dilaudid and Company. This is moving along slow. I mean, there's actually a segment in there where it's as if someone said, "Hey, let's try to do a segment in this song and do absolutely nothing interesting at all. Let's just do as little as possible during this solo segment." And it was just bad, as it always is. Anyway, it's Birdsong's up next. Birdsong gets off to a sleepy kind of start, but then the jam gets absolutely nuts in that. That jam got damn near like Metallica at one point. That jam, and now I'm thinking, I know exactly what Mayor has playing on his headphones. J-Rad. I think he's listening to J-Rad. The jam there at the end of Birdsong was unbelievable. That took us some incredible twists and turns. A great Birdsong to close the first set. So there you go. The second set gets started. We get Let the Good Times Roll. So Let the Good Times Roll is a good way to get a party started. So we got that's the last time start off the first set, getting this time start off the second. So he takes the second solo of the night on guitar. Everybody gets a verse and has fun with that. So that's gonna. After that, we're gonna get Scarlet. So there we go. We get Scarlet. Scarlet, the transition jam. You could almost feel that it wasn't gonna be fire. The transition jam seemed like perfect music to use to fall down a a cliff or a hill in slow motion. You could tell it wasn't going to be fire as it came to a stop, and you get the first notes of Help on the Way. Listen, that's a good time. Scarlet, Help on the Way. Wow, this one's got some promise here. And so there you go. You get the nod to Boston 91. You get Help Slit Fire. The Slipknot kind of came to almost a complete stop before the fire started. It's not a lot of alligator mouse in there to kind of stopped it. It didn't really blend right into it. So one of those things that it might work out a little better on paper than in playing, but I thought it was all done very well, and I love mixing up the tunes like that. I'm not a big fan of mixing up the classics, but I thought it was an interesting take, the Scarlet Help Slip Fire. So anyway, that's a good time. I'm sure everybody was having a blast enjoying that. You get Drums in Space up next. That's just fine. Cumberland Weir, he leads that one out of space. Very cool to see him just start playing what he plays in Cumberland, and so you hear him doing his thing, and that turns into Cumberland, and Cumberland's magic on these guys. I thought it was amazing out of space. Loved hearing it out of space. They just tear this one up. I mean, this one got beat like a dusty rug. I mean, they ran up and down this one in a very entertaining and interesting way, full of power and packed a big punch. So the Days Between is next. I've always liked Weir on that, so I'm not sure it was my favorite Days Between ever, but I thought, as I love the song, and I think Weir's good on that one. That one, one of the tunes he doesn't really bother me much on, so I kind of like him on that one. Not Fade Away is next, and that's a good time. Great way to close out a show. Once again, Black Muddy River for an encore. So as a Black Muddy River was decent, as not my favorite, but probably a lot of yours. That's fine. I think Mayer does a good job on it. So there you go. So we got a Friday night in Saratoga is in the books, and everybody heads to Hershey now. Safe travels. If you're not there already, enjoy the show. Hopefully everybody stays dry. We can avoid some of the storms that were supposed to come through, and we'll talk to you after Hershey. I love you long time.